Bonjour, je m'appelle Leah.
And je m'appelle Sharon. Our apologies for being off the air for 2 weeks. My fault. Other work interfered.
But now that it's finally spring in northern Michigan, we can be outside in our garden while we talk to you about the gardens of France.
Our garden is not as spectacular as the gardens of the Loire Valley. It needs some work, but I've been inspired by the photos and videos I've seen of the gardens of France to put my gloves on and pull some weeds later.
First, we'll tell you about the products of the Centre-Val de Loire, and that will mostly be wine.
In my opinion, France is the greatest wine-producing country in the world, and the Loire Valley is one of its most lauded regions. Wine has been made here since Roman times, and this region may offer the most diversity of wines anywhere in France. French wines are the specialty at our neighborhood wine shop. I know, lucky us. And the Loire region has its own section, roughly equal in size to the sections occupied by Bordeaux and Burgundy. The Loire Valley is France's largest white wine district. Chenin Blanc, Chardonnay, Sauvignon Blanc, and Muscadet are some of the grapes you may know. Local grapes native to the region are also grown. Reds includes wines made from Cabernet Franc, Gamay, Cabernet Sauvignon, Pinot Noir, and several others. One rather obscure grape used in the Loire Valley is Pinot Meunier. It's mostly known, where it's known at all, as one of the grapes used in Champagne, but it's also grown in the Loire Valley, and it's used here in northern Michigan at one of our favorite wineries, Black Star Farms. We got this bottle in a wine club box last year. In contrast to some of France's other famed wine regions which rely on blends of grapes, Loire vintners tend to produce single varietal wines. This gives wine lovers an opportunity to explore the way terroir influences wine. A Sauvignon Blanc from the Upper Loire may taste quite different from one produced near the coast. For a much more comprehensive guide to the wines of the Loire, check Wine Folly, the book, or the website. And if you want to visit the region, who wouldn't? Consider a bike trip. Le Loire à vélo is an 800-kilometer cycling route along the banks of the river. You could do it on your own or take advantage of one of the many guided trips if that's your thing. Let's talk about what you might eat in the Centre-Val de Loire. Bountiful produce, a river teeming with fish and forest of game and mushrooms, apples and pears. French chefs have beaucoup couleurs for their palates here, but we were intrigued by one popular local dish due to its name, rather the translation of its name. Oeuf à la queue d'âne translates to eggs with donkey's balls. I can't explain. It has something to do with the color of the finished dish. No donkey parts of any kind are present. It's eggs poached in a red wine reduction sauce, and this dish is prepared throughout France by another name. The Loire twist on it is to add a local shallot to the sauce. We also made a potato dish called pommes de terre sur les noix. This recipe I found in Patricia Wells's Bistro Cooking. It's quite easy and tasty. Pour some milk into a saucepan, add herbs, and heat to infuse the milk with the flavor of the herbs. Then strain the milk and cook some thinly sliced potatoes in the milk until tender. Rub a casserole dish with garlic and spoon in the potatoes. Dot with crème fraîche and sprinkle with thyme. Then bake until golden, about 45 minutes. Remove from the oven, sprinkle with grated cheese, and return to the oven to bake until crispy. We obviously can't get any Loire Valley game here in northern Michigan, but these potatoes were quite good with sausages from Reduno, our neighborhood deli, and asparagus from the farmer's market. Bon appetit! We'll see you next week for Poitou Charente. You will meet one of my favorite women of history, Eleanor of Aquitaine. À bientôt!
A bientôt!